I'm going to be going live on my mainstream in just a few minutes. And I don't know what Canada thinks they're doing, but they're making a lot of mistakes, and they don't even know it. They have no idea. They actually think they're going to take on Trump. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so things are not going to be going very well for Canada. That is for sure. They have not thought this through too clearly, and they don't realize, Canada, that they are on America's coattails. They just have no idea. So we're going to cover that and a few other things. Welcome if you're new. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Welcome, one and all. Yeah, so Canada, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Without the United States, they're going to go bankrupt. But they just don't quite realize it yet. I will be taking calls. If you want to call me, you're certainly welcome. The number to call in is pinned in the chat. But, these countries around the world have, like Canada, have, when I start the other stream, I'll get into this, but they have an overinflated idea of their importance to the United States. Welcome, Jason, in Europe. They have an overinflated version of their importance to the United States because our politicians in this country have been treating them as if they are our equal, economically and they're not. So they really have no idea what they're dealing with when they're dealing with Trump. But they're going to find out. They're going to find out. So I'm going to go through a little bit of that. And also, Trump is talking about the relocation of the Palestinians. So far as Trump taking over Gaza, that is real. For anyone who thought he wasn't serious, he has been talking about it a lot in the last couple of days. So that's a very real thing. Don't let the mainstream media convince you otherwise. Trump is as serious as a heart attack about the United States making Gaza into some kind of, protectorate. I'm not exactly sure, but he knows. No, we don't want them all to become U.S. states. How many provinces are there? Alexa, how many provinces are there in Canada?
There are 10 provinces.
10. Okay. So, all right, Alexa, off. Alexa, off. Okay, so that's 10 provinces. That's 20 senators they would have. No, we don't want that. Let me see here. Hey, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh, no. Okay, you have to wait. We'll wait until I start the other stream in a few minutes to take calls. So hang in there. So there's that many? 10? No, that's 20 senators, all from Canada. There's no freaking way that we want 20 senators. He's absolutely going to get Iran to pay for not only the rebuilding of Gaza, but Iran's going to support us with the relocation of the Palestinians. Iran is a weak country. They only seem strong because we've had weak leaders in the United States other than Trump who lets Iran act like they're some superpower. And Trump is not going to let that happen. I'm going to start my other stream and get the show going full steam in 5 minutes. Oh, Trump's doing a job far superior than anyone could have imagined. Who would have thought things would be going this well? Things are going better than probably even Trump imagined. I mean, he is not playing around at all. He's not wasting any time whatsoever. And I'm glad he's not. He's doing everything he's doing is perfect. The way Trump's handling everything is perfect. My mother-in-law brought over 2 cases of this Icelandic glacier water, pH 8. Nothing special about it. Anybody buy this stuff? Waste of money. Waste of money. Oh, Trump is so serious about Gaza, about Canada, about Greenland. You've really got to take him quite literally in this term. He is not messing around. I'm going to start with Canada, and we'll get into Gaza and a few other things and calls. But Canada's losing their mind. They're losing their mind. But as I go through some of the audio and video that's coming out, leaking out of Canada through X, these people they're on another planet. Westchester, Pennsylvania, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. This is most definitely where MAGA comes to talk. You'll love my channel, I promise. I'm going to start my other stream in just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to get the show going. Now, the audio and video you can see and hear on my other stream. You'll be able to hear the callers clearly on this stream, but you're not going to, that'll be fine, but you won't see the video or hear the audio. You have to go to my other stream for that. So if you can hop over there, I already got it there. Canada Talks War is the thumbnail with Trump in it for that stream. The whole country of Canada is losing its mind. That's just well, they have lunatics up there. William K., welcome, welcome, hello. We're going to start in just a minute. Make sure you subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, please like the video and click that notification bell. I uploaded a podcast earlier today. Hope you get a chance to check that out if you've not done so already. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Hold on, I'm just going to update a couple things. I'm going to do one more thing, and then I'm going to start the other stream, and we'll get going. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the stream, everyone. My name is Brian Craig. This is where MAGA comes to talk, and we're going to cover quite a bit because a lot has been happening. My name is Brian Craig, and Canada. We're going to talk about Canada and some things that Trump has done. Okay, had been saying today and yesterday, which is all good stuff. So stand by. We got a lot to cover. Canada has really, inside Canada, among the Canadian people and their politicians up there, they've really been amping up their rhetoric against the United States. And Canada, they're actually talking about war, if you can believe this, not just trade war, like the real deal. Canada, like a lot of countries around the world, have an overinflated idea of their importance to the United States. They think they're our equal and that we need them because they need us. And nothing could be further from the truth. This whole thing with the United Nations all these years has, and the weak leaders we've had in the United States have given these countries the idea that somehow the United States needs them. We don't need these countries around the world really at all. There's little that we need or that we cannot produce ourselves. And as we're finding out with USAID and all of these things, we're supporting these other countries, including Canada, just like Mexico. There's not a lot of difference between Mexico and Canada, even though Canada doesn't realize it. So I want to go through some of this. And if you'd like to call in, please do. You're welcome to give me a call. The number's toll free, 1-888-465-2631. It's a toll free call, 888-465-2631. And I'm going to play a few videos here. We'll talk about it. This is a girl in Canada who, I don't know, typical Gen Z type girl who thinks she knows stuff. Oh yeah, no. We believe me. I'll play the whole thing uninterrupted. Believe me, the United States does know what's happening. Okay, and the American people are very well informed. It's the Canadians that have no idea what the heck's going on. Ugh. Okay, planning for a war against the U.S., okay? Now let's talk about this for a second. When has Canada fought for anything? They were one of the English colonies in the New World. They didn't join the 13 American colonies and fight for their independence like ours did. They didn't even work for their independence from England. It just kind of was given to them, and now they pay this fee every month to the king to be a Commonwealth nation. Okay, so Canada's never fought for anything in their life. Now all of a sudden they're going to stand up and have a war against the United States. Are you kidding me? And how's that going to play out when their entire military is the United States and is backed by the United States? How's that going to work? I mean, there was a movie, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago. Alan Alda from MASH played the president. It was called Canadian Bacon. I just remember that movie. It was about a war with Canada. What a joke. That's right. Okay, now Donald Trump does not want to invade Canada. What he would like Canada to do is make the very wise decision, and that's to become part of the United States. You can keep Quebec. We don't need the French Canadians. There's no one talking about invading Canada. Oh, Oh, we'll survive. Yeah, well, okay. Well, I'm going to push it out to some Americans for this idiot. She actually thinks that Canada is going to take down the United States. And I'm serious when I say that Canada has never fought for anything in their whole history. If I'm wrong, let me know. When has Canada fought for anything? Does anyone know of an example of that? Any Canadians out there watching? What has Canada ever fought for that involves their independence, freedom, or sovereignty? This is nuts. Here's another girl in Canada. Okay, now you notice there's a similarity between these two Canadian girls on the TikTok here. Both of them just had conversations with very important people. The other one said a lawmaker or a policymaker. Now she's with some important people. It looks like to me that whatever version of the USAID they have in Canada is getting all the influencers out there in Canada to go with this fake thing that Canada's gearing up for war to stop American aggression. Writers. See, she's got the same script. The other girl she talked to important people. We want their important minerals. Remember that in the first video? Wow. Looks like some fake scripts being sent around. Oh. Yeah, but how many people do they have there? Oh, BC. Those are my initials, Brian Craig. I like that. Good luck. Ooh. Yeah, we're seeing it. We just don't care, and we're not worried about the Canadian attack and war against the United States. My goodness. Oh, boy. You're on the air. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh my God.
Are you laughing at these Canadians?
Yeah, I'm Joe from Tampa Bay.
Oh, it's pretty
I'm
fun.
sorry. I can't stop laughing.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
What they're saying.
I know.
Come on.
You're not worried about the Canadian invasion?
You know what? If a Canadian comes over here to a dollar store, it costs them like $1.49. What would cost us $1?
Yeah.
They have no currency. Their currency is tanked. If you ever look up on YouTube of people marching even in their military, they can't even march.
You know, they can't even march. You know, the thing about this is the reason I shared and I got some more videos I'm going to play from some of their actual elected officials. Hold on one second. Let me grab these other calls here. Okay. These two girls said almost the exact same thing. It's like they had a script. They were talking to very important people that are knowledgeable in this war and the rare minerals of Canada. Someone is sending out this script to the influencers of Canada, trying to make us nervous. You know, we have no beef with Canada. We like the Canadian people, okay? But the whole idea that they could take on this United States military or even against us economically is a joke.
Right. Well, can you understand why I was laughing?
Yeah, I was laughing too. Yeah, I know. It's really I'm embarrassed for these Canadians because and I like how she says I know I like how she says British Columbia is bigger than any U.S. state except Alaska. Yeah, but how many people are there?
Yeah, most of it is tundra.
Yeah, they got like 12 people there. Tiny. Canada has 1/10 of the population of the United States. 1/10.
Yeah, the rest of it is tundra land nobody can live on.
Yeah, exactly. Except polar bears and penguins. You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
But they don't vote, and they can't fight a war.
They didn't fight for their own independence. I don't even know how they got it. I guess England just got tired of it and gave it to them. Right?
No, they're still kind of like hooked up with them.
They're a Commonwealth nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weak. So all of a sudden Canada's going to fight for themselves? Since when?
Give me a break.
All right, take care. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mike from Louisiana.
Oh, hey Mike.
Do these guys and do these two Gen Zers in these clips understand that in a war against Canada, America doesn't even have to fire a shot. All they got to do is cut off the money.
Yeah, exactly. We could collapse Canada like by tomorrow if Trump cut off the money.
Right, and that's, I mean, and do they not understand? They're asking about, well, why aren't people seeing our stuff? Do they not understand that Gen Zers here in America voted for Trump?
Exactly.
Do they not?
Yeah.
Do they not understand that? I mean, these people up there. I mean, I haven't been paying attention to like Rebel News, which is a Canadian news site that is a conservative.
Oh, where do you think I've been getting this stuff? I've been getting a lot of what I'm talking about right now from Rebel News, the conservative Canadian news outlet. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So these Gen Z.
Well, hold on one second. I'll let you. Yeah.
You're right about the scripts. Those two clips were definitely scripted.
Oh yeah, they said almost the exact same thing. Just one of them memorized the script better than the other.
Right. I mean, it's just like what we see here in America.
Yeah, it was like that Scripps. It was like that Scripps News when they had all the newscasters saying the exact same thing in every news station in America. Remember that? It went viral a few years ago. It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's the deal. These Canadian. Oh, we're preparing for war. I mean, if America in the Revolution had followed through on invading Canada, we wouldn't be hearing
The
this stuff.
Canadians should have joined us during the American Revolution. They would be great today. They'd be part of the United States.
They would, and that's the thing. But these people, these two young ladies don't know jack.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Mike, good to talk to you. Thanks so much. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian, this is Sean from Massachusetts.
Hey, Sean. You're pretty close to Canada. You'll be on the front lines.
I can drive right up to who wants Quebec?
Yeah.
That's the closest. That's the drive away. Oh my! That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I know it's a joke.
On a good day, Salvation Army can kick their ass. And
The Salvation Army.
That's a Lenny Clark joke.
That's a good one.
It's true though.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, because I can't believe you just said this is scripted. This has to be a joke. I mean, I don't know
No,
what
it's
else
no,
you
it's
can
not. It's not. The next couple clips I'm going to play are from some of their elected officials, and they're talking tough too. So no, it's not. It's not a joke. This is that they've been brainwashed in their country. They think their country is equal or greater than the United States.
When all of a sudden they have war courage. All of a sudden, I love this.
Do you know of a time when Canada stood up and fought for themselves?
They've done nothing. They've done nothing.
I know they were in Normandy and everything in World War II, but they were like on our coattails.
Yeah. Well, they were right. They were right in our.
They were in the war before us, right? The Canadians were in the Battle of Britain and everything, but they were losing over there until we went in.
Yeah. Well, it's like the person who likes to kind of make faces over the other side, but then hides behind the real troops, and it's like that's what Canada is doing right now.
So someone in the live stream chat said the War of 1812. That wasn't Canada. That was England. England was still there, and we were fighting the British, not the Canadians, in the War of 1812. And by the way, we won that one. Okay, too. So.
Yeah. It's just I don't know if this is just I can't. It just feels. I know it's not. It really feels like satire because I just can't believe this.
No, it's not. It is not satire.
Oh, I know, but I just it's definitely script. These two TikTokers or whatever they are. These two here. They're definitely going on some kind of script here. You're right about that because. I mean, what? They're saying that both areas are both really big. You hear that?
They talk to really important big people.
Minerals. Yeah, okay.
Minerals. What minerals? Vitamins?
Yeah,
vitamins and minerals? What are they talking about?
Flintstone? What is it? Flintstone?
Yeah, the Flintstone vitamins. Listen, there's nothing Canada has that we can't do on our own.
That's true.
What are some of the Canadian products that we have in our stores? Does anyone know? What are some of the Canadian products?
I can't.
Does anyone know?
I don't know. Well, I'm not sure if there's maybe one, maybe like a medicine or something.
A medicine?
I'm not. Maybe maybe. It's the stuff that I've been in Canada.
I don't even think Aunt Jemima syrup is American. That's not Canadian. Aunt Jemima's us. We got maple syrup in this country. Hey, listen, I appreciate the call. All right. I'll give you the last word. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. If you'd like to call in, please do. 1-888-465-2631. Okay. Now, this is the Premier Ford here. Isn't he the brother of that crackhead mayor? I think wasn't he the brother of the crackhead? Okay. Here he is. This is the he's taken on Trump. Listen, this is from Rebel News, which is very good. Rebel News is a conservative Canadian news outlet. They're very good.
We aren't going to roll over. There's one thing that President Trump has underestimated. The will of the Canadian people, the will of our government, how proud the people are here in Ontario and in Canada, the resilience, and that we're fighters. I'll tell you one thing.
Fighters.
We're no Colombia.
Really? Wow. Hear all this hate on Mexico and Colombia? He says they're fighters. They're fighters?
We aren't going to roll over. There's one thing that President Trump has underestimated. The will of the Canadian people. fighters. I'll tell you one thing: we're no Mexico, we're no Colombia, we're no Panama,
Oh,
Canada. And if we
wow.
run away, a fight we never started, a fight that we don't want. But when someone, gives you a pop in the nose, they're gonna get that pop twice as hard back.
Wow. So this is he's the premier of British Columbia, right? And he's talking about punching people. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name's Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, do me the favor of liking the video. And before I get to the next piece I want to play, I want to tell you guys my wife made these incredible Trump stickers, which you can purchase online at stickersbythesea.com, and there's a link in the description of the video that will take you right to the website. And this is the website. Pull it up, stickersbythesea.com. And this is my wife's website, stickersbythesea.com. And these are, you get 2 sheets of them for $10. Pretty good deal. So you go to the website, and there you'll see the stickers, stickersbythesea.com. And of course, my wife made these. They're very cool. I know a lot of you have picked them up. I started sharing these yesterday, and I did this morning, and a lot of you bought them. It's a good deal. The link is in the description of the video, or you can just go to the website, stickersbythesea.com. Get your Trump stickers. You get 2 sheets of these for $10. Pretty good deal. And I'd appreciate your support of my wife, who I think did a really good job on those. Let me pull up this next clip. And then I got some other topics too, but let's finish with, I got 2 more clips. This is this Singh guy. I guess he's Sikh or something. This is also from Rebel News. He's a he's one of their party leaders up there. Oh. Oh, wow. Insulted. Not insulted. 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 What's a Canadian that's pissed off like? I don't know. Ever been a pissed off Canadian? Insulted. Oh. Really? Good, good, good. Oh. Oh. How popular are Teslas in Canada? Because of the weather, the batteries don't work too well. So I don't know how popular, the cold weather, I don't know how popular Teslas are up there. If they put a 100% import tax, a tariff on any American goods, like the Tesla, watch out. Because remember what President Trump said, our tariffs are going to be whatever the other countries are. So that means we'll have 100% tariffs. Now, this guy here, I guess he's the face of this stupidity. He, a Canadian lawmaker, I cannot pronounce his first name, Jagmeet Singh, and he went on CNN today. Yeah, Rebel News is those first couple of clips I played there, or the last couple 2, they're from Rebel News, and you should really check them out. They're on X, they're all over. They are very, very good, Rebel News. They're Canadian, but they're conservative. They're like MAGA Canada. They're very, very good. I've been following them for years, and they're just, they're back at the forefront because of all this conflict going on with these lunatics in Canada. So anyway, this same guy, he went on CNN, and he's putting Donald Trump on notice. Oh. Oh, we'll win.
happy to continue to have a strong relationship. Donald Trump has picked this fight, so we're going to fight back. We just announced today what I would do is put in place 100% tariff on Tesla, directly targeting Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk is probably touting this idea of the 51st state, so let's hit back at Elon Musk. I've also said we should shut down the supply of critical minerals. Another move
Oh,
that directly
he's talking like those TikTok girls. What are the critical minerals that we don't have on our own or can't get from somewhere else?
Elon Musk and his Tesla company, the batteries that require these critical minerals. We've got tools, and we should be ready to use them. It's not something that we wanted to do, but if Donald Trump wants to bring this fight, know that we are ready. I'm putting Donald Trump on notice.
Oh, well, you know, Khan Nooney Singh here. He's putting Trump on notice. And I saw this. I retweeted this. This is hilarious. Look at this. We canceled our Florida holiday we had booked for this month. Decided to stay in Canada. Heard some other Canadians did the same. Well, as a Floridian, I hope they're French Canadian. That's fine. Stay up there and freeze your tail off. I mean, that's just the way of it. But listen, this is comical, but it's real. There's not going to be any war with Canada. There's not even going to be a trade war. Now, there may be the illusion of Canada's politicians standing up and acting butch and everything so they can save face with their people. But the United States, we have no beef with Canada. But like in this country, you've got a bunch of liberals up there who are out of their freaking minds, like our Democrats are in America. And, the United States not only has the most powerful and advanced military in the world, so this talk of actual war is just stupid, but we're also the largest economy in the world and also the largest consumer economy in the world. And being the largest economy and the largest consumer economy, both of those categories, gives us tremendous power, as we should have, because we are spending our American money on top of all the foreign aid and things we give. We're spending American money on things that we really don't even need from these countries, that we can manufacture or grow or dig for or drill for in the United States. I find it hard to believe that there's critical minerals that we don't have in this country. And that may be Alaska, I don't know. But with these countries around the world don't understand, because they're not. The United States can be completely independent. There's not another country in the world that we need. So far as the EVs, those aren't very popular in the United States. The reason electric vehicles are failing in the United States is not because conservatives. It's that there's bad word of mouth. People that buy these electric vehicles go online and also tell all their friends. They got all these complaints about them. Like I said, they don't start in the cold weather. When the batteries get wet after flooding, like after hurricanes here in Florida, there's problems with the batteries, distance issues. EVs are not, if you want to go and think you're going to have some kind of trade war by coming down on EV parts, good luck. We might thank you for that, because we don't really care for EVs in this country. Now, if you're Canadian and you think I've been unfair and you're watching me live, you're welcome to give me a call. The number is toll free. If you're watching live, the number is pinned in the chat room. It's a toll-free number, even from Canada. No matter where you're watching, you can give me a call. But I'm going to get into some other issues here on the program. What Elon Musk has been doing with Doge, there's not a day that goes by that the liberals aren't freaking out. Every single day. And they're out of their minds, these Democrats. They have no understanding of what they're saying. Everything that Doge has come out with has been thievery, people stealing from the government. And Elon Musk, because Elon Musk has X, which is the largest news platform on the planet, anytime Doge finds something, he posts it to X, and everybody sees it, and people are pissed. Now, if Elon had never bought Twitter and the old people still own Twitter, that would be a different thing. They'd be able to get this dialogue going, because the old liberal jerks that ran Twitter, they would not have allowed all these examples of waste that Doge has been finding. They wouldn't have allowed those old liberals to be posted on Twitter. They would have banned it, just like they banned all the talk of Hunter Biden's laptop. It would have been the same thing, okay? But they sold it, and Elon Musk bought it. And all this information is getting out there, and people in this country are pissed. Even Democrat people are pissed. And it looks like what it is, thievery. All right, let's take some more calls. You're on the air. Oops, sorry about that. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You're on the air. Once, twice. All right, we'll try you. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm another one that's still laughing about the
Oh,
the Canadian twits.
I
I
know.
can't believe that. It's some of the dumbest. There's nice people. Don't get me wrong, but some of the dingiest people I ever met are from Canada. Give me a break.
Well, I don't
They
know.
don't even have guns. Don't you? You had a call. You had a call a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Did you remember that call? He said, I could beat him with my guitar if they enter the house. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was a guy from Was it a guy from Canada or Australia?
Yeah.
I remember that call.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Come on.
You know, I was
get it.
watching. There was I cannot remember the name of this show, but there was a Canadian police show that was on American TV a few years ago. It was about a SWAT team in Canada. I'm not making this up. It was I cannot. If anybody knows the name of this show, and you know what at any time there was the police were called to a scene, and the bad guy had a gun, they called in the SWAT team. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I can't remember what the name of that show was.
Canadians, I mean, they pay so much money to, they come here all the time. During COVID, you could have sold them a house sight unseen, and they would have bought it for thousands, hundred thousands of dollars. They're not the brightest bulb in the. I mean, I'll just say it. They aren't. They remind me down a little bit less, like even same with the Midwestern.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
You beat somebody from Michigan, it's like talking to somebody
Yeah,
from Canada.
that's true. All right, I appreciate the call. I'm not all hating on Canadian. You know, William Shatner's Canadian. I like William Shatner. Okay, any other Canadians we like? So anyway, this USAID has them all just totally flipped out, okay? I mean, there's no getting around it. And of course, they're always rallying in front of government offices, these Democrats. This is Jasmine Crockett, who's really lost her mind.
I'm gonna try my best not to preach. I just want to say thank you, because every day that we show up in D.C., we show up, we know who we work for. We know that we work for the American people. And what we not gonna do is stand around when they pull this bullshit that they trying to
Oh, wow, she's a class act. I thought they didn't like it when Trump used that word.
pull right now. This is why I'm not gonna be able to preach, because I probably won't be able to stop cussing. But let me tell y'all something. I know some of y'all have been frustrated, and you've been saying, where are the Democrats? Where are the leaders? Well, I'm here to tell you that we ain't never left y'all, all right? We are here. We are also going to make sure that they uphold the law. We are not going to sit around while you go ahead and desecrate our Constitution, or you look at the laws that have been passed into law and say, never mind, we'll just ignore that. Instead, we are going to be in your face, we are going to be on your asses, and we are going to make sure you understand what democracy looks like. This ain't it. So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump.
Oh, here we go.
You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all
Little friend, Elon Musk.
have to find out, all right? Now let me be clear. What Maxwell said is true. Our job is to conduct oversight. We both serve on the oversight committee.
Yeah, well, the problem she has is she's in the middle. She's in the minority party, the Democrats. If they were in charge, it would be a whole nother thing. Now, this USAID, that's what this is all about, right? Because this is how they all make their money. You think they pay for mansions with their congressional salaries? No, they couldn't afford that. They can't live on that. Their congressional salary, that's kind of like their cigar money. But there's an article in the New York Post, and I did post this on X if you want to get this article. Look at this. U.S. aid packages found among Hezbollah weapons cache in Lebanon by an Israeli soldier. Look at it. And they got a photograph of it. USAID humanitarian packages were found amidst a cache of weapons owned by Hezbollah in Lebanon, an Israeli Defense Forces soldier has said to the New York Post. I mean, this is where your USA dollars are going. From the American taxpayer to Hezbollah. That's crazy. And there's a picture of it. You know, there's nothing positive that's come out from USAID. You notice that? Nothing. It's all been negative. Anything that's come out has been corruption. Now we've got that they're funding terrorists, and it's going to get worse for them. Let's take some more of these calls. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Jared. I'm calling you from South Dakota.
Hey, what's up?
I was wondering, you were talking about how a lot of these, government organizations and agencies are, stealing money. How is it stealing money? I was just curious.
They have phony contracts, and they're paying for things they shouldn't pay for. As an example, USAID is a government agency, all right? It's not a private charity, but it's been functioning as one. And it's all the money that USAID has is U.S. taxpayer money. And they've been, what Doge has found out is all kinds of things. They have been paying Disney Plus, the streaming app Disney Plus, $18 million a month for subscriptions. They were paying Politico $34 million a year. They were funding all of Politico. They were paying, all this was cut off last week. They've been paying the New York Times $50 million a year. Okay? And they give family members of politicians tens of millions of dollars, laundering it through phony foundations. As an example, they gave $84 million USAID to Chelsea Clinton. Okay? And it was for relief. I'm answering your question. Let me finish. They gave Chelsea Clinton $84 million through the Clinton Foundation scam for Haitian relief, and only about 10% of it went to Haiti. The rest of it went to Chelsea. So you asked some examples. I gave you a whole bunch.
Yeah, I know. I was just curious.
Oh.
Do you have a source?
Yeah, Elon Musk is the head of Doge, and when they find this information in the computer systems and pay out, expenditures of the agencies, Elon Musk posts it all on his X account. It's all there. That's where I've gotten all this from, and you can go there too and find it. Yeah. So yes, I have the receipts. Go to Elon Musk on X. They're all there, and a whole bunch more. That's only a couple.
Okay, that's not necessarily what I meant, but okay.
Well, what do you mean? No, he puts the documents up there. He puts the documents there. He takes scans of these documents and posts them to X.
And Elon Musk is trustworthy. Why?
He is the direct representative of the President of the United States, who's been charged with auditing the spending of the U.S. federal government.
First off, that's not his job.
Yes, it is. It is his job. It's the head of Doge. What's your job? Gaming?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
A made-up organization. Yeah. Okay. I mean, are we really going to think that Doge should have any legitimate power in the government? I don't think so.
They don't have power. He has no power.
Trump says it exists doesn't mean that they should.
Well,
these are funds allocated by Congress. Why should he have any power over what's...
The Trump Republicans are the majority in Congress, and they don't mind. These people you hear griping are in the minority. They have what they say doesn't matter. They have no power in Congress.
Yeah, but that's not how that works.
Yes, it's how it works. Well, tell me how it works.
And then those policies get particular funding, and so the president should use his power to enforce the policies enacted by Congress.
What does that mean? No, he doesn't work for Congress.
If they get together and they vote for certain policies, then the president should.
So Congress. This is what you don't understand. Congress
shouldn't have
Congress did not. Excuse me. Congress
cut anything.
Congress did not approve paying Disney $18 million a month for Disney Plus subscriptions.
Okay.
Congress didn't approve that.
Where that actually is? Like, do we know, like, if that's just, like, government employees paying subscription based?
No, government employees are like anyone else. They have to pay for their own subscriptions. No, it's a payoff to get these companies to
that's
do
what I'm
favors
trying
for
to
them.
say is, like, sometimes some of these, like, numbers kind of show what particular, what is it, like, the term for it? I don't know. I guess their worker base, like, what they will be paying for outside of work.
What
So
are
it's
you
not necessarily,
talking
like,
about? I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. Do you?
what I'm trying to say is that, are we sure
Yes.
that this is not basically just them paying for subscriptions?
No, USAID was paying $18 million a month for phony subscriptions. And why would the US government?
They were paying for phony subscriptions?
Yes. So that, yes.
Why wouldn't they? I have a question. Why wouldn't they just, like, give them the money then? Why would they pay for subscriptions?
Because they're laundering money. They want to give the money to these people, but they can't just give them the money. So they do it in a way that they can explain on paperwork.
Okay. I guess.
I've answered all your
It is,
questions.
though. I don't
You
really
sound
think so, but
confused.
okay.
You sound confused.
I'm not really. I'm just
Yeah, you sound confused.
saddened, I guess.
Why are you sad? America's being made great again by Donald Trump.
I mean, I don't necessarily think that he is. I think that he's kind of overreaching all that.
Are you American or
Aspects,
Canadian? Are you Canadian or American?
I am, yeah, I am.
You're American? What is Trump doing that is not good for the country? Can you give me an example?
I mean, he's kind of like making us a laughingstock of the world.
Who
he's
cares?
Kind of like
Who cares? Who cares what the world
The
thinks?
world hegemon.
Who
Like,
cares?
Even like China is having like a field day with this. They're
Well,
playing
I don't know where
like,
you're getting your
like,
idea that
America
I don't.
fall.
I don't know where you're getting your idea that they're laughing. I saw the Japanese come here. They're Toyota and Nissan are making a $1
China
trillion.
and Japan are not the same thing.
I'm not.
That's funny.
They're another country in the world. Japan came over here last week. Their prime minister and Nissan and Toyota are investing $1 trillion in manufacturing plants in the United States.
Okay.
That's making America great again. That's not laughing at us. They're caving to Trump.
That's the wrong country.
It's
the wrong country, bro. Not all Asians are like this. It's not like he's an Asian.
Did I say all Asians are Japanese? I think you're high. All right, appreciate the call. Oh my goodness. Does he sound high to you? He sounds slightly high to me. All right, let's see here. Let's take another call. This is someone who's not high. You're on. Oh, hold on a second here. Phones are ringing like crazy. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian, this is Nick.
Yeah, hold on, Nick. Let me go through these. Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that. Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
That's okay. The last call you had, that's an example of someone you can't get through to people.
Yeah.
They're thick. I don't mean to be critical of anybody, but obviously, all this stuff that's going on, and Elon Musk and Trump are exposing everything. I love what he's doing. Listen, I used to work for the government, and I can tell you, I personally saw waste, fraud, and abuse. From the day I stepped in that building downtown, and they moved, by the way, further out. It's still in the city, but we all worked. I mean, in our place, we worked, but I'm talking about these government contractors. Every day I walked in there, they were working on the roof. There were leaks everywhere.
Yeah.
They replaced in the bathroom. They put waterless toilets. One day,
Waterless toilets. When did you work for the government in the 1800s? Waterless toilets, outhouses.
Part of this Green New Deal scam.
Oh.
6 months later, I saw the same guy coming in, and I said, "What's going on?" "Oh, it's somebody's idea that didn't work." I said, "How much did this cost?" "Well, probably $600,000, $1 million." I mean,
$1 million. Waterless toilets.
I'm going to put that on X.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to put that on X.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'm going to put that on X. Hey, Hey, thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for what you're doing. I mean, hey, what is the latest on these nominees?
Don't worry, they're all going to get approved. Cash is going to get in. They're just buying time. They're buying some time, the Democrats, hoping they can find some scandal. They've been researching Kash Patel for years. I've never heard anything negative or scandalous about him.
No. And what they do is they invent stuff.
Well, they haven't been able to do that with Kash Patel, or if they were going to do that or could with Kash Patel, it would have happened. Hey, Nick, good to talk to you. Thanks so much for the call. Nick's calls are always very good. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Brandon from Michigan. How you doing, Brian?
All right, Brandon.
Well, I don't want to say first time, long time, because that's cliche, but, I hear a lot of questions about, where's the evidence of the spending?
I gave him all the evidence. I told him where it's at. He didn't want to hear it.
Well, yeah, there's USAspending.gov, which is a .gov site that, I'm assuming that's government official. You can look on there and it breaks it down. So
yeah.
You can look up all that stuff. So
yeah.
I just wanted to throw that down. I couldn't listen to the program while I was on hold.
Yeah, I know.
Complaining about it, I understand. But so I might be a little back on information here. But
that's okay. You're doing fine.
I get kind of sick and tired of hearing all these people, calling you out on this stuff, and it's like
no, I love it. Yeah, hold on, hold on. That gamer kid that called, okay, he had a bunch of questions. I gave him the answers about it. He didn't know any of that stuff, and I could tell by his reaction. I was making sense to him. He just couldn't. It's hard to admit you were wrong. I know. You guys know, I talk about this a lot. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I meet listeners anytime I do an appearance, okay, a public appearance, even on the cruise, when I was at Wings Plus for the inauguration the other day, a couple weeks ago. I always meet listeners that tell me, I used to be a Democrat, I used to be a liberal, I listened to you for a certain number of years. It's always a different number of years, but it's always a lot of them, and now I'm a Republican. So I got through to that kid a little bit. He never heard any of that. It's like that idiot that called me this morning about reparations, and I asked him the question, as a black man in America, who's benefited more from slavery in this country than any other group? And when I told him black people, because you're here, he'd never heard that before.
Right.
He was
the guy out in California.
Yeah, he never heard that before. So when you talk to these people, you get through to them and other people that are tuned in.
Absolutely. So, how's that cruise going as far as booking?
Our cruise is sold out. It's been sold out. For like a couple of months. We've never sold one out this early before. Every once in a while there's an opening, but there hasn't been an opening in a couple weeks, but it's been sold out for like 2-3 months.
Yep. Awesome. Well, hey, I've run out of stuff, and I know the protocol on that, so it's like.
Well, I like it when I like it when a caller knows they're out of material, because a lot of them don't. All right, take care. Appreciate the call. All right, let's go back to our phones. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, how's it going? I'm calling from California, probably your favorite state in the nation.
Now, my daughter lives in L.A., so,
Well, look, I'll be brief. Just wanted to pick your brain on what you think about the $500 billion for the AI infrastructure. Do you think we should have left that up to the big giants who probably have enough cash to pay out of their pocket, or do you think it's the government's role to come in and create infrastructure for it?
Well, I was not under the impression that Donald Trump's federal government was paying for it. That was investment from these private companies. Now, they're going to get tax breaks, but that's not giving them money. It's the latest technology. It's changing the world, and when you have something that's new, that's taking over the world, you want it based in the United States, not China or Europe or someplace. Okay. So you want to give them incentives to bring their brainiacs to America and establish it here. That's why Trump is so friendly with the crypto people, because he wants crypto based out of the United States, not other countries, not some former Soviet republic in Siberia or something, or China.
Of course, and just so that me and you are on the same page, we agree that tax breaks impacts, obviously, tax revenue and how the money is spent. So at the end of the day, even if we call it tax breaks, it's still impacting the taxpayers.
No,
Can
it's
we please
not.
agree on that?
No, it's not. Not in a negative way.
Chris?
Like in local communities, right? In local communities, sometimes there'll be a company. Like here in where I live in Florida, a number of years ago, Office Depot. Now Office Depot is not doing too well because they're going, because of Amazon. But when Office Depot was like the company, right? When it came to office supplies, they wanted to move their corporate headquarters, and Florida gave them a huge tax break where they didn't have property taxes for a certain number of years if they would build their headquarters here. And that creates jobs and businesses all around the corporate headquarters build up and do business. No, it's trickle down economics. You give tax breaks to businesses and it benefits. Actually, more taxes are paid. You give them tax breaks and more taxes are generated based on their activity. That's economics 101.
Well, let's put that aside, though. And again, I think in the long run.
Do you know? Let me ask you
agree
this.
that-
Let me ask you this. You ever bought a new car?
Of course.
Do you know what time of year is the peak when most cars are sold? When do most people buy cars each year?
Probably end of the year.
No. Guess I'll give you another guess. Think about it. When
Tax returns.
tax
When we get the
returns.
tax returns.
That's right. When tax returns come around, there's a line to get a salesman at a car dealer. So what does that tell you?
Well, it tells you people have some cash to spend.
When people get a tax, when people have a tax, I don't want to say a tax returns a tax break necessarily, but just for the discussion, when people have more of their tax money or a company, they spend it. They spend it. So like Office Depot, they want to have 15 years of no property taxes, right? Would you rather them build their company that provides jobs and stimulates the local community and build their corporate headquarters here and have no property taxes for 15 years? Or would you rather them build it in North Dakota where it doesn't benefit your local town?
Yeah, I see your point, but if you give me a second to develop my argument, I think it'll be worthy of it. So then at least let's agree that when the government gives tax breaks, that means that the amount of taxes that were going to be collected, which in this case would be $500 billion, if we go with your thing, that's not being collected. So that's $500 billion in tax revenue that we're saying, look, we're not going to collect it. That money is going to go into infrastructure because we believe that it benefits the country. Can we at least agree on that?
No, you're the problem you're having is you're in California and you just haven't learned the way that the capitalist system operates, okay? If you've got one of these big AI companies, the people that work in that company, the lower end people make 6 figures a year, right? Some of them make millions a year. So those people that work for that company are going to be paying income tax on their salaries. If there's a big AI corporate campus somewhere, all around that area, restaurants spring up, gas stations spring up, lunch truck roach coaches come around, Uber drivers have to take people to and from the place, and it generates more tax revenue than they would have paid anyway because of all this other money that's being made.
Okay, again, I think you're talking about the consequences, and I think there's an argument to be made.
Those are benefits. But anyway, listen, we're getting a little too cerebral here for this program. It's getting a little too. This is not an economics college course.
No, I was saying that just so that I can say my second point. I was trying to lay the foundation. So then, do you agree that if we are giving the tax benefits, I guess it helps the country, can the AI companies who benefit from that down the line, should they not be allowed to to charge the government for certain AI features? For instance, ChatGPT is charging $20 for the citizens of the United States to use their app. So if I'm subsidizing for them to create the structure, why are they allowed to charge me $20 to use the same thing? Do you think that we should put some restrictions on what they can charge?
No, it's still a
the citizens
business.
of this country?
No, it's still a business. They can't give away their product for free. Why would they be in business? Hey, listen, I appreciate the call, but get out of California and listen to me more often, and you'll get an education as to how things work. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Dave in Virginia.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, Brian, how is it that Chuck Schumer had was allowed to send that 59A to New York?
Say that again? Chuck
he's
Schumer
not
did
even
what?
a ranking senator anymore.
Say that again?
How was it that he was how was he able to send that $59 million to New York?
Oh, you're talking about,
for
yeah, I was
those
going to get to that.
illegals?
I was going to get to that story. I'll
Yeah.
it came out today, courtesy of Elon. I have it on my Twitter. Let me see if I can find the story, and then I'll talk about it. But we were paying. Okay, this is it, and this is a big story. Elon Musk broke this. Let me read what Elon tweeted, then we'll talk about it. The Doge team just discovered that FEMA sent $59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegals. Sending this money violated the law and is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money's meant for American disaster relief. Because this was all approved, this was all approved in the last Congress, which he was the sorry about that. He was the got you there. He was the ranking Democrat. That's why this was approved in the last Congress, and USAID was going rogue, and they did something they weren't supposed to do. They broke the law. 59 million. Yeah, FEMA. And FEMA, if you remember, Mayorkas was telling us that FEMA was broke a couple months ago, right after the hurricanes. They had no money. They had 60 million to send.
Right.
And I was talking about this on my podcast with my wife Kathy today. It says luxury hotels. I bet you, I don't think this. I bet you that those illegals in those luxury hotels even had access to room service that we were paying for.
Yeah. They said the Pakistans were that they were broke, so that's going to take them out of being broke for that hotel.
That's right. This is the thing, though. I want you to think about this. Okay, think about this. The FEMA is now totally under Trump's control, as is USAID. There's no more money coming. So since there's no more money coming, they're not going to get paid anymore in these luxury hotels to house the illegals in New York City. You think they're going to keep them?
Yeah.
Or are they going to throw them out?
Oh yeah, they'll throw them out now.
I can't wait.
No more money.
I hope the news is there to catch it, because there's no more money coming.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's going to be beautiful.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to bring that up, Brian.
No, it should. You should be pissed off about it.
I am.
You know what I'm curious about? I'd like to know what luxury hotels and what condition they're in, because this is what I was talking to my wife about on my podcast today, which you guys should check out, the Brian Craig Show podcast. The episode is on. It's the video before this one on my YouTube channel here. The luxury hotels. If I go and stay in a hotel, or you stay in a hotel, how long do you stay there? A night, a few days, a week at most. These people have been living in these hotels for years under the Biden administration. So, what condition are those hotels in with all of these people living in them? They're not meant to be. These aren't flea bag motels. These are luxury hotels in New York.
Right. Oh yeah.
Oh.
And the poor veterans are staying out on the streets now because they were kicked out and stuff. That's horrible.
Yeah, they were kicking veterans out. That's right. They were kicking veterans out. Yeah. They've been doing all kinds of crazy things. But you know what? We got a new sheriff in town. The stuff you're talking about, all of it's bad. Okay, don't misunderstand. It's all bad. But it is over. The gravy train's over. Yeah. Okay. All right. I appreciate the call. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Take care. All right. Now listen, I'm going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, now I wanted to show you something. The reason I wanted to check something because I had just gotten a notification that something had happened, and I wanted to verify it before I went public with it. I wanted to make sure it was real. Look at this. It's now officially the Gulf of America. Look at that. It's the Gulf of America now. Isn't that something? This is Google Maps. Google Maps has officially changed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Now, I want to check. I have not seen IMAP's update, so there you go. Donald Trump has done something. I wanted to verify it. That's why I took that little unscheduled break before I went public with it. Now, let me check IMAP's. Let me see here. If IMAPS has yet updated it, and I can just do that by... Nope, IMAPS still has Gulf of Mexico. Okay, but Google has updated, so IMAPS will be there soon. Oh man, this is great stuff. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Jim in Cincinnati.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, I started the stream late, but I'm watching it sort of behind y'all. I just want to say, Canada plays around. We will beat the brakes off of Dudley Do-Right.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go. Okay, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You're on the air. Once, twice. All right, we'll try this call. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Andrew, and I was wondering, this is my first time watching, well, or I think second time.
Welcome.
What specifically has, what has Canada done just for America? Like, how are we benefiting? Like, how can the average person benefit from what's basically happened with between the U.S. and Canada?
Well, no, you're asking two questions. I'm not clear what you're asking. Can you be more?
I guess, yeah, to clear it up, like, for me, you know, I'm a veteran, married, 2 kids. I was just wondering, what can I expect to, like, change-wise to see in my life with the U.S. and Canada deal that was just made with between Trump?
Okay. Let me try to figure out what you're saying here. You're at the President Trump putting the screws to Canada. How do we benefit from that? Is that what you're asking me?
Well, yeah, like how would like the average person like tangibly see like, oh, this is like an area of my life that is better now because of what happened?
You know, all of us pay taxes, right? The United States is giving $250 billion a year to Canada. Plus, we pay for their entire national military defense. That's a lot of money. What I'm trying.
The trade deficit.
It's a mix. We give them foreign aid, and they're ripping us off on trade, and we pay for their national defense too. It's all of it. So when you ask how are we going to benefit from it, if you look at everything President Trump is doing, right? He's trying to get rid of income taxes. He doesn't want us to have income taxes anymore or have them drastically reduced. He's trying to, like, for example, he's making this deal with TikTok where the United States government will be part owner of TikTok, and he's setting up a government agency that'll be part owners of a lot of companies. Okay, hold on. I'm answering your question. And the tariffs, the import taxes. He wants the United States to be funded not by income taxes, but by import taxes, making the other countries pay for it, not us, and through corporate investments like he's doing with owning part of TikTok. So how you and I will benefit is we won't have, we won't, no, I haven't finished it. I haven't finished it. So how it will benefit you and your family and me and every other American is we won't have income taxes anymore, which means we'll be allowed to keep more of our own money. So that's how we'll benefit. Sound good?
So, well, the only problem that I guess not problem is definitely the wrong word for it. Like, the part that I have trouble with is, like, if we're going to tax imports, that means that we, the people, are going to be paying more for the imports.
No, not at all.
I mean, we can't tax another country, right?
Not at all.
We can only tax our citizens. So if
No.
we're taxing imports, that
Nope.
means we're taxing American citizens
Nope.
when they buy imports.
No. And there's a couple of reasons.
I think
Well,
I think
I'll
you're
explain.
just a little bit. I think you're wrong on that one.
Well, let me explain it to you. First of all, you hear President Trump talks a lot about reciprocal tariffs. Reciprocal. You know what that means? What he means by that?
I think. Can you explain it to me?
Okay. Whatever tariff we have will be equal to what the other country has. As an example, if Canada has a 50% tariff on American goods, we're going to have a 50% tariff on Canadian goods. If Canada has a 5% tariff, we'll have a 5% tariff. No. So the other country. No, let me finish. No, let me finish. No, let me finish. They don't want to pay more.
You explained what a reciprocal tariff was.
No, I'm not done explaining. I'm not done explaining. Maybe not everyone's as sharp as you. So I'm talking to the audience too, not just you. So the other countries are going to lower their tariffs so that ours aren't high against them. So the tariffs are not going to be high. Second, the United States, I mentioned this earlier.
Is this a trade war?
There's not going to be a trade war. No, the second thing is
that
this.
Seems like definitionally what a trade war is.
No.
Other countries levying tariffs and stopping the import of certain goods.
No.
I mean, that is definitionally a trade war.
No. And the other thing is this. I mentioned this earlier.
You're hoping the other country is going to bend.
No, I know.
I hope they do.
No.
But you're putting a lot of agency in other countries.
Yeah.
So what happens when the world what if all these countries, instead of making a deal with the president, what if they were to just say, you know what, fine, we're just going to do business with Russia or China instead, because now we don't have to trade war with them, because they're not going to do what they're doing.
Calm down. Lighten up, Francis. Okay.
I don't mean, I raised my voice, but I'm not.
No. Just. No, it's not that you're loud. You're just rude. No. Just stop waiting to talk. Okay.
Rude.
The United States is the largest economy in the world, and we're also the largest consumer economy, meaning we buy more.
And that's because of our trade with other nations.
No.
Right?
All of these. Stop waiting to
money,
talk.
right?
Stop waiting to talk and listen for a minute. You might learn something.
I'm responding to what you're saying.
I haven't finished. I don't need a response to every syllable that I utter. I'm trying to make a point here.
Well, it seems like I would hope that we could just go point by point, but it seems like with my point.
I'm
that you could respond to what I'm saying.
I am responding to everything. I am responding to everything you're saying. So because we're the number one consumer nation, these other countries need us to buy their shit. Okay, so if we don't buy if we don't buy whatever their crap is from Canada, we'll just buy it from somewhere else. There would be competition among other countries. So far as China, they export a lot of stuff, but they don't have an internal economy to support the manufacturing they do, because their country is filled with peasants. There's a billion screaming Chinamen, and they're all peasants, except a small handful.
Benefited from the reason why all of these countries are as powerful as they are is because of our.
They're not powerful.
They're
not powerful. They're not powerful.
Well, I wouldn't say militarily powerful. I understand that, but there's definitely a divide. I think America makes like a third of the world's economy collectively, which is an insane amount of money. And that there's no doubt that there is greatness and there is something to be proud of in that fact. And I feel that every day, that like this is the best country to like come be the best version of yourself that you could be. And I love this country for that. That's why I served my country. That's why I still love this country. But I worry that when we look at who are the other big key players in the world, it's typically people that we have long-standing trade relationships with. So I wonder if...
No, slow down for a second. Okay, let me explain this in another way. The richest man in the world is Elon Musk. Okay?
Yeah.
He's not only the richest man in the world, he's the richest man who's ever lived. The second richest man and the third richest man are Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, okay? Elon Musk, okay, so he is the richest, and I can't remember if it's Bezos or Gates is the second or the third. I can't remember which one is second or third, but Elon Musk, he is twice as wealthy as the second richest man in the world. So even though they're the second and third richest in the world, they're not in the same league as Elon Musk, okay? So that's the way it works with the United. So that's the way it works with the United States. The rest of the countries of the world, there's no one even close to being equal. Okay?
Well, I'm guessing I'm asking how did we get there, right? I'm saying I think the reason we've gotten here to this point is because we have always reached out and created allies and pushed, not necessarily pushed, but we've always promoted U.S. ideology, and like this is the way to do things, and that's caused us to have trade relationships with so many people and caused us to become wealthy. Because
There's
going to be a detriment.
Listen, we're the richest country in the world, right? We're the richest country in the world by far, and the other countries can't compete with us. They're not in the same league with us. We have no competition. And the reason that we're the largest economy, the richest nation, and the largest consumer nation is because we have the best system. These other countries like Canada and England and Australia, as an example, they speak English, okay? But they're not capitalist free democracies.
No, I completely understand.
They're socialist economies, and they have no freedom. You don't have freedom of speech in Canada. That you put a post on social media in Canada, the government doesn't like, they send the police to your house. Okay? They confiscated all the guns.
I wouldn't say they don't have free speech.
No, they don't.
They have a more limited version.
Well, that's not free speech.
You can say that we don't have free. Well, you can say that we don't have free speech because we have certain laws that say you can't do certain things, like you can't shout fire in a crowded theater.
That's not true.
Call to action.
No. You can shout. Hold on. You can shout fire in a crowded theater, but that's a misunderstood expression. You don't have the freedom to incite violence with your speech. Or so if you
does that mean we don't have free speech?
No, you do have free speech. All right, listen, we're going around. Hey, I appreciate the call. Oh my goodness, I'm sometimes you talk to these leftists, you go around in circles and it never ends. They don't want to hear it. They don't understand it, and that's the way of it. The reason that these other countries that are Western countries or English speaking or these other European countries aren't like us is because they don't have the freedoms that we have. Okay, that's it. I mean, that's just the reality of it. So they were asking President Trump if he'll take the Palestinians from Gaza to the United States. Yeah. So, there's a lot of Palestinians in Egypt and in Jordan. And, President Trump, this idea of the United States taking over Gaza is real. And what President Trump has realized is there is no chance of there ever being peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians. It's just not going to happen. I was listening on, I think it was Fox yesterday. Might have been Fox. On Sunday, I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was Fox. But somebody was on there saying, "Oh, Trump's given up on the two-state solution." There's no possibility of a two-state solution. And what people don't understand, in Jordan and in Egypt, there are tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of Palestinians in these other countries. Okay, and the only reason there's Palestinians located in Gaza is to harass and kill Jews. That's the only thing. And that attack at the music festival was barbaric. It was savage. All right? It was not even medieval. It was like prehistoric. It was like in caveman days kind of attacks. It was so violent and uncivilized what they did. And President Trump has more guts than any other president we've ever had in this country, except maybe close to Abraham Lincoln, but he's got more guts than even Abe Lincoln had in so many ways. He's gotten up and said, you can't make peace with these people. It's never going to happen. The Palestinians are never going to stop killing Jews. So we're going to take over Gaza. And if you've seen any of the video out of Gaza, it's been completely leveled. It looks like Berlin in 1945. So it has to be bulldozed and completely rebuilt anyway. and we're going to take it, and it's going to be a protectorate of the United States. And he's going to relocate the Palestinians who are refugees anyway, because Gaza's been completely obliterated, to Egypt and Jordan and who knows where else. That's it. It's a done deal. There's never going to be peace between these two people. The Palestinians are never going to go along with it. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, guys. I live stream every day, and I always take live calls. And I want to tell you guys, my wife made these incredibly cool, super cool Trump stickers that are available on her website. Stickers, that's stickers with an S, plural, stickersbythesea.com. Stickersbythesea.com. And there's a link in the description of the video, and you get 2 sheets of these for $10. Pretty good deal. And a lot of you ordered the stickers yesterday and today, and we mailed them out to you today too. So if you ordered them this morning or yesterday when I first revealed them, they're in the mail and on the way. I took them to the post office myself when I got off the air this morning. It's stickersbythesea.com. You get 2 sheets of these Trump stickers for $10. Stickersbythesea.com, and there's a link in the description of the video. So they're pretty cool stickers. They're really good, and she's got some other Trump stickers coming too. But go there, and there's some other stickers there you can order as well. Stickersbythesea.com. Well, listen, guys, I will see you in the morning. I did drop a new podcast that's on the channel, and it has Elon Musk in the thumbnail. So if you didn't catch the podcast earlier today, go back and listen to that. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. My name is Brian Craig. This is where MAGA comes to talk. I'll see you next time. Take care.